views, thoughts, and opinions expressed in this podcast are the content creator's own and do not represent the views, thoughts, and opinions of Essex County College. The material and information presented here is for entertainment and informative purposes only. It should not be considered as professional advice or a substitute for seeking professional guidance.
Give it a try, it's not that hard, I'm telling you. This life is amazing when you greet it with open arms. Whatever we face, we'll be fine if we're leading from the heart. No matter the place, we can light up the world, here's how to start. Greet the world with open arms, greet the world with open arms.
Hello, everyone. How we doing today? Today is May 6th, or Revenge of the Sith. For all my Star Wars fan out there, how y'all doing today? My name is Jerry, and welcome back to another episode of Just Be You. Now, I know it's been a little bit of time before I dropped the last episode. My fault. There was some miscommunications, and I got backed up, and don't worry about that now. Now I'm going to try to be more involved, make sure I keep dropping these weekly. First things first, how you guys been? Y'all been good? I've been all right. You know, last couple of weeks been interesting. Let's start off with a catch-up. So, I don't know about you guys, but over the weekend, on May 3rd specifically, I celebrated my birthday. Woo! You know, I'm now 26. So old. Ugh, can't do it no more. My back is hurting. My legs starting to fall apart. I can't do this. So old. And let me say, I had a very beautiful birthday. Had a good time. Went out with some friends. Did a protest march. Saw a zinc fair. Got some drinks. Touched some water. It was a beautiful day. After that, let's see, what's other news? Let's start with some May news, guys. We're going to start off a little bit heavy. First things first, happy May Day for all those. Does anyone know who May Day is? May Day is, fun fact, a very popular holiday celebrated around the world. It has a slightly different meaning in the U.S. Because of its meaning, but it's not really a national holiday in the United States. However, May Day is a very, very special day. It is normally celebrated on May 1st, and it is known as the International Workers' Day. So for everybody that's a worker, everyone that's a student because you're still working, this day is for you. This is where we go out and protest, well, at least in the U.S., we protest the unequal and unhumane working conditions that we as the workers, as the people go through. We go out on May 1st and we yell and scream and shout and demand fair wages. We try to get them to understand that, hey, you know, as workers, we the backbones. Support us more, celebrate us more. On the flip side, May Day is also a celebration of labor rights and the labor movement. It's also the traditional spring festival with roots in agriculture rituals, meaning, you know, you build wicker baskets, you plant flowers, you start planting your garden. You're basically enticing spring to really get involved, and you start getting ready for the summer. May Day is not, like I said, it's not really popular in the United States. As far as the happiness of flower making and basket weaving and gardening, but it started, at least the riots anyway, in 1886 in Chicago for the Haymarket riots, where workers protested for 8-hour workday. The following year, the International Workmen's Association declared May 1st as International Day of Solidarity for Workers. So once again, May 1st, 2 meanings. One is the flower basket, entering spring, giving new flowers, planting gardens, happiness, springtime. And the other side is the more powerful, hey, we are workers. We demand better wages. We demand better conditions. And even now, we still protest. Other news, Ivy Hill Apartments. They still out there. They're still fighting. I went up talking to a couple of the tenants there. They're planning some type of cookout in the next few weeks. As soon as I have more information about that, I'll let you guys know. And then we could all pop out, support, have a good time. And I think this cookout is really important because with all the negativity and bad things going on, sometimes you just need to take a second and just appreciate the good times, the good moments. Yeah, your life is not the greatest. Yeah, everything's going apart. Yeah, it looks like, the rapture is around the corner. But that's the future. As far as right now, right here, we're alive, we're breathing, we got our friends and families, at least some of them. We got food, we got shelter. It may not be the best shelter, but still shelter. So, like I said, again, Ivy Hill Apartments, they'll be having some type of cookout in a few weeks. Once again, once I know, I'll let you guys know, and then we can, hope to see we all meet up over there, have a water balloon fight or something. Let's see. Next up on the list, there's a couple things for information that I've been slacking. My bad. The Justice Department ends desegregation order. I don't know if you guys know what that is. I'm not sure how many of you guys understand what that means. But basically, with them ending this order, they're going to segregate the schools again. We're going to be separated. It's going to be them versus us. It's going to be white schools, black schools all over again. And also, if you guys are not paying attention, the teachers are leaving. We're losing teachers faster and faster. And don't get me wrong, some of them, good riddance. You was really doing that thing. You was just here for the money. But there's some of them we need. They teach us what we need to learn. They teach us more stuff than we actually have to learn. They help us understand. They help us communicate. They help us articulate and comprehend what's going on. And I just feel like overall, as society, we are doing a horrible job with education. We have all been through school. We have all went through some type of school learning. And for some, it may have been just a party and experience, but for some, we actually learned. And for others, they paid attention to the teachers and the staff, the custodians, the lunch lady, the lunch guy, your principal, your secretary, the lady or guy that was in the front office all the time. They make the school run. Without them, we wouldn't have anything to eat to help fuel our minds for learning. We would have dirty places to learn, no tissue in the bathrooms, no soap. We wouldn't understand. We wouldn't have any information. We wouldn't understand any events going on in the school. We couldn't do no fundraisers. We couldn't even get a sick note. And it's sad to see that teachers and staff are just leaving the education. And it really sucks that history and English teachers are leaving when those are the two, in my opinion, two of the most important subjects out there. English, so we could read, comprehend, and apply everything that's going on. Because there's a lot of terms that's getting thrown around lately. And I'm pretty sure half of y'all don't know what most of these terms are. But with English, we can kind of understand that. And what we don't understand, Google. And if you don't know how to spell it, one of the things we learn in English is how to sound it out, to spell it out. You got to hit one of the ta, ba, and get your word. Just so you can understand what's going on. And history is really important because not only does it teach you what happened in the past, it teaches you how they dealt with those situations in the past. And it teaches you to recognize patterns that are happening in the past. And let me tell you, America is repeating the same patterns. America is still young. America is one of the youngest, if not the youngest country in the world. Developed anyway. And we're going to be celebrating like our 250th birthday, I believe, next year. And look what America's come to now. Literally almost the same problems that we dealt with back in 1740s, 1750s, 1760s with the King George. We're dealing with now with that person in office right now. There are a lot of similarities. There are a lot of things. If you read your history books or you just search up certain things, you'll be like, oh, wow, that's exactly the same. But you want to know why America was so great? Why America was regarded one of the strongest countries even back then? Because we know what we like, we know what we don't like, and we know that we don't like being controlled. And when we start really like, hey, I don't like this, oh, I don't like how this is going, we stand up and we fight. We start boycotting. We start terror wars. We start wars. Shoot, the Boston tea incident happened because Britain was trying to tax us to import some teas and stuff. And they earn all the profits while we get nothing. And we're just like, how you going to tax us for products that we use that we're not getting no money for and revenue, no nothing. It's just all you. Like, that's not fair. No, we did. We threw all that tea in the harbor. We literally started the American Revolution. And then every revolution that came afterwards, starting with the French Revolution, was inspired because of America, because of what we did. Our founding fathers, granted, were not morally the best, but they knew that some things are not okay. They literally sat there, argued, bickered among each other, but still fought the common enemy and drafted a Declaration of Independence. And here we are, Britain free, American, and able to say caw. Let's do better, guys. Let's get education back in and review our history in English. Huh? Also on the news, Trump has decided to put 100% tariffs on imported movies because he claims, and I quote, the movies and other, no, end quote, I'm paraphrasing here. I don't have the exact quote with me, but basically he's saying that other countries charge us extra to bring, make movies over there and then bring it over here. And then he's saying that a lot of filmmakers will go over out of country to avoid Hollywood and stuff to make their films and then try to sell it back over here. So any film that comes into the U.S. now that is made from anywhere outside, tariffs. which means that we're gonna get less and less films that you might like. Like a lot of these indie films and horror films that you guys are out here liking, enjoying on your Netflix and your TVs and your Amazon Prime, it's gonna get taxed. You get terrorist. And one of two things is gonna happen. Either the platform's gonna raise their prices again, or movies are gonna be so expensive to put out that we might see one every 3 years, and it's gonna be like $45 just to go see a ticket. For a matinee ticket on top of that. Honestly, as a aspiring film major myself, I don't blame filmmakers and screenwriters for going overseas. I don't. Producers, for the most part, just want money. They don't really care about the content. They don't care about the story no more. A few years ago, the Actors Association and the Writers Association were on strike because they were trying to replace us with AI, and they don't care about scripts. Even if it's good, they don't care. They just want what's money. If it's not going to make them guaranteed money, they don't care. And it's such a shame because there's thousands and millions of scripts out there that are getting passed up daily. There are hundreds of people out there that write scripts that won't do it because we don't have the support, the motivation, or honestly the means to do it. And I don't know what else we got to do to get Hollywood to understand that it's time to move on. It's time something change, because the movies y'all putting out now, they ain't really working. You might get like 1 or 2 movies a year that's really good, but other than that, I don't know. It's terrible. We gotta do better, guys. We gotta do better. We really need to start standing up, striking, and protesting. And I don't mean one time and just make no. I mean, we gotta continuously start protesting. Our ancestors did it back in the days. We could do it now. We can fight for what we want. We don't have to listen to them. We don't have to listen to these made up man rules made by the elite 1% to try to control everything. We don't have to. We honestly don't. Heck, even the money situation, we don't. We used to trade for everything we had. You had a potato, I had a carrot. I wanted that potato, I got this carrot. Let's trade. That was money. That was currency. Oh, you want a sack of potatoes? Oh, you want like 3 sacks? Mow my lawn. Trade the services. That's money. That's currency. The only reason why we're doing bills now is so that they can monopolize and control. We don't need money. We don't need all this extra stuff. And it's time that we remind the higher ups that, hey, y'all messing up too much now. Time to go back a little bit. And yeah, y'all can't be afraid. I know it's scary. And I know that, if people got their health and their families and children to think about. But if you really want to make a change, you got to take a sacrifice sometimes. Sometimes you got to put yourself out there. Sometimes you got to make that noise. You got to put your face out there. And let whoever haters hate, let them threats come. Because at the end of the day, your voice will be heard and change will happen. We gotta be bold enough to take it. We gotta be bold enough to stand up and get it. One last thing on the more negative side. Last week there was this incident where this white lady, Ceylon Hendricks, some of you might have known, some of you don't know this. She called a child racist slurs, and it was caught on camera, and it got viral. And she was really going in. I mean, like, she was going in. But the reason why I'm bringing this story up is not because she called the kid racist slurs, mind you, the kid was black or anything like that. What brought this story to my attention was the fact that she wound up raising over $300,000 to help relocate her away from the problem child, and also to help protect her identity and keep her safety. I want you guys to really just like sit there and understand what I'm saying. This lady, Ceylon Hendricks, called a child a racist slur, and because she feared for her safety and her thing from this very young child, she raised and got sympathy. She got sympathy and raised over $300,000 from other people to help relocate. You know how crazy that sounds? Like, I already knew we lived in a time of racism and stuff like that, but this is getting ridiculous. These racists are getting bolder and bolder by the day. And it's not just this Hendricks lady. It's everywhere. Racists are going out their way to make sure they know that they don't like you. Make sure that you're beneath them. And it's like, it's come to a point where we as a society really gotta stop and be like, hey, no, it's not funny no more. This is not no joke. There's a difference between joking with a friend or two or a colleague on race jokes. I got a couple of friends I do that with, and we make jokes all the time, but we know exactly that jokes. It's something different between that and then actually being racist toward another person being. And it's like, what's the point? You're hating on a whole culture, a whole race because of one person. And 8 times out of 10, that person did nothing at all to deserve that prejudice. And we just let it slide. We just let them go off. We let them say something, let it do something. No, it's time we put them back in their place. We got to make them, remind them that, hey, this is not the 1900s no more. This is 2000. We have rights. We are people. We are here. And we will talk back. We will fight back. We will not be quiet. We will not let you hold us back no more. And to the other racists out there that are supporting this, like, every time I look at this $300,000 figure, it's just like, are y'all okay? Like, no, seriously, are y'all okay at home? Like, I understand not liking certain people. That's perfectly fine. Despise, hate, fine. Certain people, yes, that's cool. That's everybody. Everybody got their own problems. But the fact that you're doing it on a whole race just because the kid might have just sneezed wrong or he ran in a way that you didn't like, that's your problem. What did they do to you? Matter of fact, what have you done for society to make you think that you're above everyone else? You and your people have done nothing to uplift this country. Yeah, you have the nerve to try to downplay other people. No, that's not okay. That's not what we do here. No. You are going to treat us right and treat us equally? Or you going to learn what it's like to get bit? And this is 2025. There's no more secret. Nah. We're going to record you and make sure that your everything is done. Your job, your life, all that. You're getting exposed to being the racist that you are. It's not okay to be racist. It's not. I'm sorry, it's not. It's not okay to be racist. It's actually not okay to make racist jokes, but we are human. We do that. Like I said, even I do that. But we are one people. We are people. We have to help each other. Life is already hard enough as it is. Why are we trying to fight others when we have too many problems as is? We should be banding together to help each other deal with other problems. Like all this separation and I gotta be better than this, and I gotta do that, and I'm above. Like that's no. All this, I gotta get this, I gotta get the money, I gotta stack up, I gotta be no. Y'all just being greedy at this point. And that's for everybody. Everybody's just being greedy at this point. Y'all want all this luxurious things and all this extra stuff. Half the time, most of the stuff that y'all buy, y'all use once or twice and never gets used again. Y'all donate it, throw it away, sell it, whatever the case may be. And then y'all want to cry and complain like 1 week, 2 weeks later when your bills are getting threatened, are coming at your door, and you got public service knocking, threatening to turn your lights off. Or you got the landlord ask for rent. Or you open your fridge and there you got 2 slices of bread, a cheese, and some ice cubes. But then you turn around and go buy some more designer bags, some more pants and shirts and shoes. I'm not saying, act like a minimalist and, only that. Because, sometimes you want a little personality, you want a little spice. But you don't have to overindulge. You don't have to get the nicest and the most newest things just to be happy in life. You don't. And if that what takes you to be happy, I need you to go really reevaluate yourself. Go sit down somewhere and just think to yourself, like, oh, what's wrong with me? If you yourself cannot just take a random day, go outside and make a grand old time, I would say not spending money, but let's be honest, this economy is terrible. But like spend like $20, $30, just get like a couple snacks here, maybe transportation. If you can't do that, you need therapy or something. You need to really reevaluate yourself. If you can't be happy just off of just going outside and just seeing, I don't know, kids playing, being happy, birds or animal in nature, just being nature, or you just see people living their lives. If you can't just be happy with just going outside and doing your thing, then I don't know what to tell you. I can't. No one can make you happy, and you're just gonna continue to be miserable and continue to be sad and excuse me, always going through something. And I'm sorry if that comes out a little rude and blunt and harsh, but at this point, that's what you guys need. We need Bill Nye or another Mr. Rogers to come out here and sit down in their little lab coat or little cardigan and really sit down and talk to you. And talk to y'all like the adults y'all want to claim you be. Everybody act so childish and make these dumb decisions and are sheeple, but won't complain about the results that's in. Do better, guys. You gotta do better. We have to. And once again, we cannot let these races slide. We can't. We can't. Okay, after that, we also, let's go into a lighter news. Let's talk anime. My anime fans out there, we got some news out there for y'all. Hope y'all ready. Let me pull up my sheets real quick. Okay. Solo Leveling Season 3 has been delayed until 2028. I know you guys are upset about that. But honestly, Solo Leveling is overhyped. It's mid. And the only reason why it was as good and as hyped as it was is because the season that it came out, it had no competition as far as anime. Don't get me wrong, the animes out there was nice little filler animes, nice little content, but they weren't hitting, they weren't matching Solo Leveling. If Solo Leveling would have came out now in this season, Yeah, I'm sorry. You got One Piece. You got Fire Force. You got what's this? The the oh, excuse me. Ooh. You got the beginning after the end. Like, you got all these animes out here. I'm gonna be quiet on that. That's what the people like. Let's see. One Piece episode 1128 is currently the highest rated anime of episode of 2025. So you know that's how that goes. One Piece anime will be taking a break for a recap. So we won't be, getting new episodes for this week. Sorry, what else we got here? One Piece manga will also be on a break next week. Fire Force Season 3, Episode 5 is currently the highest rated episode of the third season at 9.2 rating, which is just under the 9.8 rating of One Piece. Honestly, Fire Force is really good. I suggest you guys watch that. Good anime. Demon Slayer Infinite Castle Movie 1 trailer will be coming on May 9th. So, Demon Slayer fans, we're getting close. We're getting real close. Hope y'all ready. Don fans, Sakamoto Days, you fans, Kaiju number 8 fans, Grand Blue fans, My Dress Up Darling fans, Budding Girl Senpai fans. All you guys, I want you guys to stand up, get excited, get excited, get excited, get excited, get excited. Because guess how long they're going to come out? Guess when they're coming out? In 2 months. In 2 months, in July, we're getting all those animes, Don, Sakamoto Days, Kaiju number 8, Grand Blue, My Dress Up Darling, Bunny Girl Senpai, even recorded as the Seventh Prince. All those will be coming out in July. I hope we are ready because I know I'm going to be busy. I'm probably going to be holed up watching anime. Not going to lie. Campfire Cooking Another World comes out in October. And then there will be a Naruto theme park will be opening up in France in 2026. That's exciting. Link Click Season 3 airs in 2026. Also in 2026, we are getting GTA 6, which has been pushed back from fall of this year to next year. It hasn't been confirmed exactly what date, but at this point, with this $2 million budget, I better be able to interact with the taco. I better bite into a burger and see it fall back from the other side. I want to see ketchup stains and feel my controller vibrate as his hand go up like, oh, God. Because this is ridiculous. I mean, joke. It's been 12 years, guys. 12 years. For my Harry Potter fans, you know what that is, right? Sirius Black. He did 12 years of waiting for this. It's getting ridiculous, man. It's getting ridiculous. Yeah, that's all I had the news today. Sorry for the little heavy heart this earlier, but we had to get that out the way. Actually, no, I lied. I'm not sorry. I will continuously bring you this quote unquote sad and depressing news. Why? Not to make you feel sad, not to bring negative. No, just to bring awareness. While you guys may be living your best lives or maybe struggling with your little problems here and there, or what's his face is messing with what's her face on you. Yeah, that's sad, but there are bigger things right now to worry about. There are more things that you have to worry about. And I need you guys to be aware of that. Because at this point, the more ignorant and the lack of knowledge that you have, the more danger to you and your family you are, more of a liability. It's time that we all start paying attention. And I'm not talking about the main news media sources, the main news sources. Nah, those have always been proven to lie and get fudged and never be what they really want. No. You guys need to start going to your underground sources. Start checking on your social media accounts, because I'm pretty sure you have a lot of social media accounts to be dropping news that y'all just scroll or like, oh, I'll save for later. Nah, start paying attention, and honestly, start reading. Start learning laws. Start really doing rules. Start learning your local state laws. It's like they can't penalize you for nothing. Like, for example, right? I bet you guys didn't know this. In Newark, New Jersey, it is illegal to eat it's illegal to eat ice cream on Sundays after 6 p.m. It's quite illegal. And another law in New Jersey, it's illegal to frown at a cop. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's illegal to frown at a cop. If you frown at a cop, they have every right to get you a ticket and even more. Crazy, right? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I just can't. As far as reading though, I went to Five Below a couple of weeks ago, and I picked up this book, The Constitution of the United States of America and Other Founding Documents. Let me tell you, I've been reading it, I've been learning. And honestly, I might just start reading off the Constitution to you guys so that we all know what's going on. Yeah. Let's start with Article 1, Section 1. All legislative powers herein granted shall be vested in a Congress of the United States, which shall consist of a Senate and a House of Representatives. Section 2. The House of Representatives shall be composed of members chosen every second year, meaning every other year, by the people of the several states, and the electors in each state shall have the qualification requisite for electors of the most numerous branch of that state legislature. No person shall be a representative who shall not have attained to the age of 25 years and been 7 years a citizen of the United States, and who shall not, when elected, be an inhabitant of that state in which he shall be chosen. Which means is that you must be at least 25 years old, must be a citizen of the United States for 7 years, and you must live in that state that you live in. Live in the state that you want to be a representative of. Representatives and direct taxes shall be apportioned among the several states which may be included within this union, according to their respective numbers, which shall be determined by adding to the whole number of free persons, including those bound to service for a term of years, excluding Indians not taxed, 3/5 of all other persons. The actual enumeration shall be made within 3 years after the first meeting of Congress of the United States, and within every subsequent term of 10 years, in such manner as they shall by law direct. The number of representatives shall not exceed 1 for every 30,000, but each state shall have at least 1 representative. And until such enumeration shall be made, the state of New Hampshire shall be entitled to choose 3, Massachusetts 8, Rhode Island and Providence Plantations 1, Connecticut 5, New York 6, New Jersey 4, Pennsylvania 8, Delaware 1, Maryland 6, Virginia 10, North Carolina 5, South Carolina 5, and Georgia 3. When vacancies happen in the when vacancies happen in the representation from any state, the executive authority thereof shall issue writs of election to fill such vacancies. Now, writs of elections are basically forced elections. If there's a vacancy, that means that the executive authority shall make people sit down and vote. Like, you can't do nothing else until you vote and get that place filled. The House of Representatives shall choose their speaker and other officers and shall have the sole power of impeachment. Section 3. The Senate of the United States shall be composed of 2 senators from each state, chosen by the legislature thereof for 6 years, and each senator shall have 1 vote. Immediately after they shall be assembled in consequence of the first election, they shall be divided as equally as may be into 3 classes. The seats of the senators of the first class shall be vacated at the expiration of the second year, of the second class at the expiration of the 4th year, and the third class at the expiration of the 6th year, so that 1/3 may be chosen every second year. And if vacancies happen by resignation or otherwise during the recess of legislative of any state, the executive thereof may make temporary appointments until the next meeting of the legislature, which shall then fill such vacancies. No person shall be a senator who shall not have attained to the age of 30 years and been 9 years a citizen of the United States, and who shall not, when elected, be an inhabitant of the state for which they shall be chosen. The vice president of the United States shall be the president of the Senate, but shall have no vote unless they be equally divided. The Senate shall choose their officers, and also a president pro tempore in the absence of the vice presidents, or when he shall exercise the office of president of the United States. The Senate shall have the sole power to try all impeachments. When sitting for that purpose, they shall be on oath or affirmation. When the president of the United States is tried, and the chief justice shall preside, and no person shall be convicted without the concurrence of 2/3 of the members present. Judgment in cases of impeachment shall not extend further than to removal from office and disqualification to hold and enjoy any office of honor, trust, or profit of the United States, but the party convicted shall nevertheless be liable and subject to indictment, trial, judgment, punishment according to law. Excuse me. Section 4. The times, place, and manner of holding elections for senators and representatives shall be prescribed in each state by the legislature thereof, but the Congress may at any time by law make or alter such regulations except as the places of choosing senators. The Congress shall assemble at least once in every year, and such meeting shall be on the first Monday in December, unless they shall be law appointed a different day. I'm gonna stop there. Section 4. That's a lot of information for you guys. And that's a lot of information for me. But yeah, I've been reading up on this, and let me just say, your man's Donnie up there, he doing some illegal things, some unconstitutional things, and our governors and senators are doing it, letting them be. Congress is letting them be, and that's not how it goes. I think I'm calling out Congress on this. I'm calling out the U.S. government, the Trump administration, everyone that's in Washington in one of those little offices, the CIA, all that. I'm calling y'all out. I need y'all to pick up a Constitution and start reading again, because a lot of y'all have forgotten what's in the Constitution and what it stands for, and some of the meetings, and I think y'all need a little refresher. And trust me, if you don't, we the people, we will remind you. We will remind you. And me, as a person, I'm going to make sure my fellow man knows what's going on in this Constitution. Guys, we got to get it back together. We have to get it back together. We've been slacking. We're too complacent. We just let anyone else know. Stand up and fight for your own rights. Stand up for your fight for your own happiness. Sorry, this is just a very aggressive day for me. On a positive note, remember that song you guys heard earlier? Open Arms? Yeah. Remember that musical I was telling you guys about, Epic? Yeah, that's one of the songs from that musical. It's a really good song, a really good message. And if y'all get a chance, I want you guys to listen to the song. That particular song is called Open Arms. Really good song. I'm gonna check into plagiarism and everything, all that, and see if I can start playing some of the music for you guys here, because you guys would really like it. I'm guaranteed. I'm guaranteed. But don't wait for me. Go search it up. Open Arms, Epic, the musical, really good, really, really good. Like I said before, I'm gonna bring musicals back. We're gonna bring the musical genres back. That's what we need. We need art and dancing. We need that. We need to bring that back. Matter of fact, we need to bring back everything in the arts. I need poems again. I need songs. I want to be some heartfelt songs again. Bring back the artists. Show me some good artwork. Paint me a painting real quick. Spray paint. I don't care. Show me something. My writers, write the most diabolical story you can. Good, bad, sad, happy. Just write. Just bring it back. We have too much talent. We have too much things to just let slide. And technology, and not even just technology, excuse me, the arts. Arts is a very good way to express it. Even if you don't think you're good, pick up a pen, start drawing, start writing, start doing something. I promise you're going to be good at it. Even if not good, you can make a statement. Sometimes the most powerful statements are made with the most ugliest of pictures and words. Remember that. Oh, man, I've been on here for a while. I'm so sorry, guys. Y'all had to hear me talk for over 40 minutes. That's not my normal things. So sorry about that, guys. But again, no, I'm not sorry. I don't apologize. I'm not sorry for nothing. There's not gonna be a grind my gear section. Not this time. No. This time I'm gonna end it on this. We, the people, need to get out together. We need to stop acting so damn foolish, childish, and we just need to stop. We know right from wrong. We know what to do. And with all this injustice stuff, we need to grow some balls, stand up and fight. We don't need to wait and let someone else handle it. We don't need to be quiet. No. I'm sorry if this guy be censored out or anything like that. I'm sorry for all my sensitive listeners and my young listeners out there, but grow some balls and start fighting for your right. Start fighting for what you actually believe in. Start researching. Start looking up things. Stop going on social media and just seeing a little story, but oh, that's what it is. No. Delve deep. Research. We have Google, Bing, all these reasons. We have all these resources for a reason. Research. You don't trust the internet? You have local libraries. Our libraries are going out of business. You know why? Because we're not going to libraries. We're just like, oh, it's just, no. Libraries are more important than that. Libraries hold information. They hold seminars. They help keep kids out of trouble. My local library, East Orange Public Library, when I was younger, I used to be in there heavy. And I could have been in the streets and doing wild things. I mean, I was, but that's not here or there. But I could have been, like, libraries are important. Go to your local library and get a library card. It's free to get a library card. All you gotta do is bring a little piece of mail saying that you live there, your ID, and boom, bada bing, bada boom, a library card. Oh, Jerry, I don't really like reading books. I don't really got time to. I don't care. You have a library card, right? You're not always busy. There are days where you're bored as hell, not knowing what to do. Go to the library, read a book, hop on the computer, see what events they have. Because a lot of times they have writing classes, they'll have seminars, they might have some type of program for the kids. I know the East Orange Public Library did like cooking classes once a week. They had a gardening club, like, and you act like we're not in the age of technology. Most libraries got a digital library now. You don't want to read, you don't want a physical book, fine. Listen to it. They're audiobooks. Y'all listen to bullshit every other time. Y'all listen to like Sexy Red and shit and listen to their lyrics. You can listen to a book. You can listen to a chapter. Read a chapter a day. Educate yourself, people. Because the less educated we are, the more dumb and stuff they can do and try to pull off and get away with. Educate yourself. But that's it for me. Appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all next time. Just be you. Always.
This has been a production of the Essex County College Podcast Club. Copyright 2024, all rights reserved.